What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Panthers Advice. Today, man, we are one day closer to the draft. The draft is Thursday, April 25th. That is 17 days away. So from now until then, we're going to be going over draft prospects that could fit into Carolina's scheme, whether it's offense or defense. Today, man, we're going over probably one of my favorite players in the draft this year. That is Xavier Worthy out of Texas. We're going to look at his pro day, look at him run some routes, look at some numbers, and talk about how is he going to fit into Carolina's scheme if they draft him. Let's jump into the video. All right, guys, now we're going to jump to some of his highlights from the pro day at Texas. Take a look right here. Take a look at that cut. This is why I like Xavier Worthy. Now, if you're confused, like, all right, it's a fast cut. Well, the Panthers don't have anybody like that. And what I mean by that is if you remember our comments from last year, on one side of the fence, people were saying, all right, the receivers can't get any separation. That's why Bryce Young has nobody to throw to. On the other side of the fence was, okay, can Bryce Young not throw a guy open? Xavier Worthy is a perfect candidate. Now, why is that? Because he's going to create separation based on his speed alone. If he runs a post route over the top, bang, you're going to drop the safety down. He's going to pick him up. So you're going to have somebody open underneath. So take a look how fast he is on these cuts one more time. He's going to cut, bang. He's going to create separation. And what's going to happen is the defense is going to have to bracket him, shadow him, and somebody else is going to be open. Let's take a look at some numbers real quick. So the first number I want to look at is a 40-yard dash, 4.21. 4.21. Production score 81, athleticism score 98. He's 5'11", not bad, 165. Obviously, he's a smaller guy. Let's take a look at some numbers and how he did in college real quick. So as a freshman, he led the team, 62 catches, 981 receiving yards, and 12 touchdowns as a freshman. Let's keep it going real quick. That's pretty impressive. So now let's jump into the sophomore season. Second team All Big 12 Conference, led the team with 60 catches, 760 receiving yards, and 9 receiving touchdowns. Obviously declined from his freshman season. Now, why is that? Because teams have film on him in Texas offense. His freshman season, nobody expected Xavier to be the focal point of that offense, right? Fast forward 1 year later, now teams have film on Xavier and Texas and how they run their offense through him. So obviously, his numbers are going to decline. If they were to go up, it would mean one of two things. He's just super, super crazy elite, or he wasn't versing any good defenses, right? So the fact that there's a decline, but he still had 60 catches, right, which means he's holding onto the ball, 760 receiving yards and 9 receiving touchdowns. I'm not mad at that. Let's take a look at his last college season. So now let's jump to his senior season. If you're worried about his sophomore season, have no fear because the senior season is here. The third team Associated Press All-American, first team All Big 12 Conference receiver, 5 catches, 1,000 yards. No, I'm just playing. That was 75 catches, 1,000 yards, 5 receiving touchdowns, ranked second in the FBS with almost 17 yards per punt return. This dude is a beast. 75 catches, 1,000 yards, 5 receiving touchdowns, man. That looks pretty good if you ask me, man. First team All Big 12 Conference receiver, third team All-American, man. He's got the numbers to back it up. Now let's talk about how is he going to fit in this Panthers offense. Let's dive into it. All right, guys, now let's jump into the film room and talk about where Xavier Worthy could add value right away to this offense. The first play we're going to look at right here, Panthers run a little RPO with the slant over the top, and as you can see, there's no separation. Not the best throw, but what I really want to focus on is the slant route. Let's run this back real quick. So right here, they bring Miles in motion, a little RPO. You got Sullivan on the slant. The DB knows what's coming. So unless Sullivan's faster than the DB right here, the DB most likely he's going to jump it. Take a look what happens. Bang. The DB is playing that. The Panthers need somebody who can create that separation with speed alone. Like I said before, that DB, he's just going to sit on this watch, right? He's backpedaling. He knows the slant's coming. He's got help over the top. You've got to be able to beat the DB with just speed alone. Take a look what happens. It's just not going to happen. It's nothing against Sullivan, but the Panthers need somebody with speed. Let's say Xavier Worthy right here can bring down the safety, then bang, you open up the post route on either side for either receiver, right? This is why the Panthers need somebody with speed. Let's keep it going. Next play we're going to look at right here, empty backfield set. Take a look what happens. Bryce is going to drop back, looks to the middle, then Bang comes back to the left, hits Sullivan. Nothing against Sullivan right here, but once again, imagine that we have Xavier Worthy right there or any other speed receiver. Let me run this back so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So as we run this play back, we're going to pause it right about here. We got the slant route right here, taking this DB with him. We're going to have a deep out right here, taking this DB with him. We get exactly what we want. We got the slot guy with the linebacker one-on-one. Now, as you're going to see, that's going to be Sullivan once again. Take a look what happens. I don't expect Sullivan to break 2, 3, 4 tackles. To me, that's not what he's designed to do, but that's the position that the Panthers kept putting him in last year. You give Xavier Worthy one-on-one with the DB, I love his chances. Great play call, just the personnel the Panthers just didn't have. I like Xavier Worthy cutting this thing back, bang, bang, right? Let me know what you guys think. Great play call, just didn't have the personnel. Let's take a look at one more play before we call it wraps. All right, guys, now we're going to jump into our last play. I like the play right here. The personnel's not bad, but let's talk about what if. What if you had Xavier on this play? Let me break down what I'm talking about. So on this play, we're going to let it develop. We're going to pause it right about here. Look at the DB. He's going to come off the outside receiver right here and then bang, play this out route. So let's run this back real quick. Take a look what happens. Bang. He sees the out route coming. They're going to switch. He's going to pick up him. He's going to go under, pick up the out route right there. But let's say we have Worthy running the go route. I promise you this DB isn't going to switch so easily. He's going to be concerned about this DB getting beat over the top, right? Which bang opens up the underneath even more. On top of that, let's say we have Worthy right here running the out route. Take a look what happens. Bang. You have Worthy running that out route. I like that right there. It's going to make both defenders worry about him. Then bang, you hit the outside guy over the top. But that's going to wrap it up. Let me know what you guys think. I like Worthy a lot. I might even get his jersey if the Panthers draft him, man. I'm just saying. Let me know what you guys think. We have a lot more guys to go over. Stay tuned. 2.5 more weeks until the Panthers get some new rookies on their team. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy.